community in need and the Y stepping in to fill that need. Here to help us tell the story are key members from the YMCA of Central Ohio who operate the Van Buren Center. Sue Darby, Jason Charles, Clarence Dade, and Tiffany Davis. Wonderful work. Hi, guys.
Hi, Sue.
Hello. I know all of you have been there from the beginning, but Sue is the project leader. Can you tell us a little more about how you came to be involved with the local Community Shelter Board?
Yes, so the Community Shelter Board called to the YMCA of Central Ohio to ask if we would operate a new shelter to help resolve the homeless crisis in our community. Naturally, since this fit perfectly with our Y mission, our answer was yes.
And the result of that one request is the Van Buren Center. Jason, help pick up the story. Tell us what happened next.
We know we really needed a really big place. It just so happened that there was a large vacant warehouse available. The entire YMCA team worked along CSB to design and develop a space that would be utilized by adult men and women with the expansion to include families. We needed to provide an immediate and safe and interim environment and then to start the process of providing them with the ultimate answers of rehoming them.
And Sue, you had some other help, didn't you?
Yes, we consulted with the former executive director of the U.S. Interagency Council on Homelessness. And our team was then led through a process that would help us identify and overcome many challenges we face through the development of the center.
That's great. So, Jason, what happened next?
Well, it took a little time, but we got an interior built out and opened our doors. We were expecting initially maybe 100 to 200 people, men, women, and children, but immediately 300 women showed up. And we knew we had even a bigger challenge on our hands than we thought.
And that was just the women.
Yes, we had to race to Walmart to get cots and mattresses out. Our team was making up beds way past midnight.
What about the men?
Well, to make room for the women, in the first few months, we had to put almost 200 men into local hotels that partnered with us in the effort.
Sue, there were other challenges, weren't there?
Yeah, all of us at the Y soon learned there would be barriers and challenges to overcome in order to make the shelter a success. Everything from cultural competency to partnership building, linkage and referrals of services, diversity, understanding the reasons for homelessness, the data collection, unemployment, assistance with utilities, mental health issues, all of these were facing the operation of our shelter.
Just to name a few, right?
Right.
So Tiffany, when you opened the doors, you realized there were some big challenges. What happened next?
Well, like Sue said earlier, we realized the challenge was so great that we needed to partner with other agencies. The Y couldn't do it alone by simply trying to be the superhero. We started partnering with over 60 major organizations so we could meet as many needs as possible: mental health, unemployment, landlord relations, and more. In fact, we have partnered with over 60 community-based agencies with a specialist in their own area. The end result is pretty amazing.
That truly is amazing. So we know how many people are involved in helping to find the homeless sustainable housing. But what about addressing how they came to become homeless in the first place? How does the Y get involved there?
We've been working with what's called the homeless in the first place. We want them to feel safe and know that they're surrounded by people who care for them. We're trying to get each person into their own home as quickly as possible.
And even that is a challenge because when you hand them the keys to their home, it causes some of them to experience another level of trauma. It makes them afraid to be on their own. So some of them elect to simply stay in the shelter instead of taking that next step.
The other thing that Jason works on daily along with his team is to connect the various resources with each individual situation, whether it's mental health, losing connections with family and friends, making certain that children get to school.
Yes, he's constantly building bridges between each individual and a new life.
And it's all working. Let's take a look at the Van Buren Center today.